Hey, 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 hey there, hey, you. How are you doing this evening, tonight, or whatever time zone you're in? I hope you are doing very well. And before I say anything, I want to say, y'all, I don't feel my best. I'm going through it. And that's why tonight's title is tonight's title. Sometimes we just gotta do what we gotta do. We just gotta make it what it is for what it is for us specifically. Like you know how people say self love matters. It definitely matters. Um, our co-host tonight is running a little late, so he should pop in before you know it. I'm waiting to see over here, but my energy level is not high today. So just be with me. I'm still here, still on top. I took out what 2, 3 days having to take care of my 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 kid. So now I'm taking care of myself, but I still wanna put out the effort that honey, I'm still here. Period. And I feel like I sound like crap. Bull. Here he has arrived.
Yeah,
Yay!
yeah, I told you I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry. It's my co-host hanging. It's my fault. But I'm here. And let's get this tonight's conversation started, shall we? Um
Yeah, I was kind of in the pocket of, hey, life be life sometimes, and we gotta do what we gotta do.
that is so true. That is very, very true.
And
Um
I'm gonna just say, what I do for me might not be best for you, just like what you do might not be best for me. We deal with
yeah,
two different things.
yeah, we all move different. I know I move
Yeah,
different. I do things different than you do. Yeah. Well, tonight's topic. Yeah. Hmm. Tonight's
yeah.
topic is It's 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 another good one. Another good one.
Yeah, this can go in multiple different routes, multiple different ways.
Yeah.
But one scenario I wanna put out is,
Hmm.
okay, yeah, I know how we all it's the time of the year for this flu or the virus or cold or however you wanna put it.
Right.
So say when this one thing I don't understand. I'm
Hmm.
not understanding where, like, I get it, but I don't understand it. Some parents see their children or their child
Hmm.
sick and still send them to school. That
Hmm.
part I don't get. Like, I understand it, but I don't get it.
Okay. Let me see if I can help you. You said you understand it, but you don't get it. Let me see if I can
Like, I
clarify.
understand it because, of course, yeah, they gotta go to school and the
Hmm.
whole currency thing. But
Hmm.
I don't get it because, bruh, you see your child coughing and sniffing and all that mucus and snot. Like, come on now.
Hmm.
And
Some
that just
parents,
it just is going around the whole school now.
yeah, but some parents still send their kids to school sick. Why? Because they just want to get them out of the house so they can get a break.
I mean,
Um,
I get that. I get that too.
I mean, I know when I was younger, yeah, I mean, I had a runny nose, but I wasn't sick. My mom was like, "Oh yeah, you got a runny nose? Yeah, hey, take this medicine. You getting out of here today? You ain't staying home." It was more so of I think the parents made us go to school like that because they already had they had their next day planned already. Oh well, my kid is in school. I can do A, B, C, and D. You know, and that's how some parents are. Some parents are like that. So this day, still to this day. Oh, you be all right. Yeah, take this medicine. You be all right if you get any worse. And it's like the school will call me.
And then hold on, pause,
Hmm.
because this is where stuff get a little complicated. Just
Okay.
in in my book, precisely
Hmm.
because all these medicines that we supposed to take ain't got all the right we supposed to have in our system anyway.
True.
And I just wanted to say that because I know like some people say, "Oh, I'm sick. I feel this way. I feel that way." Do you know you really need to be taking that? Just like the other day when we was talking about the doctors, some of the
Mm.
chemicals we really looked them up. They're not both supposed to be mixed.
No.
And then not only that, you thinking, "Oh, it'll make me better," but
Hmm.
you're not thinking about the inner effect. If those two chemicals connect, can you get sicker? Do it result in another sickness? Or you start throwing up? Any of that.
Hmm. Some of the medications do have adverse effects. They really do. Um, I know quite a few.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. My mind went, oh man. My mind went left when I noticed I was taking a blood thinner just for pain.
Yeah.
And as I,
Ibuprofen.
as
Like
I thought
ibu.
about it, I was just like, what?
Hmm. Like ibuprofen. I read what actually ibuprofen is. Ibuprofen is a different type of form of called naproxen. Naproxen is ibuprofen. Didn't even know that. Just, ibuprofen is the brand name, but naproxen is actually the off-brand name for it. Um, when you get an off-brand medication, yeah, it does the same thing, but they add the same ingredients as in the medication that they make with the brand name, same as the off-brand. They just don't add as much. Um,
Okay, and I just want to ask to hear me out. Just hear me out.
oh, go ahead, I'm listening.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been like, I threw up. Well, I know y'all don't want to hear that part. I had an upset stomach the other day. And trust me, it didn't feel good, it didn't look good. And that's when I noticed, like, oh man, now it got me. And I'm telling you, I do not like when the household gets sick. Because, like, it jumped from one to the whole household. And that's why I'm so big on my kids. Like, if you don't feel good, stay your butt in your room. Literally, because quick as you can go to school, get somebody else sick, that cold can go back to you. You feel me? Come back to you and hit you twice. And you not even know it. And I'm just speaking facts. And then another thing I was thinking earlier, honey, I got my Lysol, I got my hand sanitizer, I got hold on, Lysol hand sanitizer, tissue. I need to get some Kleenex. But I've been kinda iffy about Kleenex, low key. I got my lemon water. I got my ginger tea bags. I got my cayenne pepper seasoning. I'm willing to do the most natural thing to get rid of this sickness rather than taking chemicals that could combine to another whatever, it make me either sicker or worse than I already am. And hey, I'm just speaking as far as me. You can always do what you want to do. That's you, your life, your body. I'm speaking on my point, of course. And I don't know what happened to my co-host, but hopefully he'll arrive back shortly. Um, but as there,
Had some technical difficulties, y'all. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Can you hear me though?
yeah,
Okay, okay. I heard what you were saying. I really did. Um, but that brought something up for me where it says that most what we're actually going back to is original home old school home remedies.
yeah,
Um, we're moving back down back into that era of medication. Old school
yeah.
remedies like putting an onion in your sock to get rid of a fever. Boiling ginger, drinking it straight to get rid of a cold. I know
Yeah,
for me,
literally. I will hook me up some ginger a living.
I know for me, where I was living at before I moved here, um, the maintenance guy was like, "You sick?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he said, "You know what you do?" I said, "What?" He said, "To get rid of the cold, boil some ginger." He looked at me like he was crazy. He said, "I said, boil some ginger." He said, "Yeah. You don't put nothing in it, boil it and drink it straight. I guarantee you, by the next morning when you get up, your cold will be gone." I was skeptical at first. I boiled that ginger, drank it straight. When I woke up, my cold was gone. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, oh, oh. I was like, okay, okay. That can easily cure a cold like that. Bet. I'm gonna take that. It's like
yeah,
it's just like with the losing weight. Drinking water with cucumber, ginger, and then lemon helps you lose weight. I was like, oh, okay. So coming to find out, if you drink beet or eat beets, that lowers your blood pressure. Oh, that's okay. The different old school plant-based remedies
yeah, literally work.
help with a lot and literally work. So
And some people
it,
don't even
it's
realize it, and they always say, "Oh, you this, you that." And I'll tell you, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't like being called this conspiracy theorist, but I feel like all you need to do is research, and you will just figure out everything you need to know.
hmm
Period. And I just let people don't take the time to do their research.
and they don't people don't take the time to do research. Why? Why? Excuse me. Why? Because we have so much technology. That's why people don't want to do research. So much technology, so they figure the technology
Yeah,
can do.
I would definitely look it up myself before I believe any TikToker or any
Oh
YouTube
yeah.
video or
You sent
any
me.
hearsay. I'll
Yeah,
look it up.
I do that too. When they say post certain things on the news and I don't believe it, I look to see, okay, let me see what they actually saying. Let me see what they actually talking about. And then when it comes and I look at it, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what they saying. All right. Is it really what they saying it is? Come to find out and sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. We literally I'm not even gonna say we're going backwards in some instances. We're still moving forward, but we're stepping back to where our parents did home remedies to get us well.
Yeah, and
And
that goes into a future question that we gonna have another day. Are we
okay.
like our parents? And I feel like at a certain age, we can't get that way.
hmm
We can be a mocking image.
Yeah, we can. We definitely can. Um, but that topic is,
Yeah.
but ladies and gentlemen, that topic too. We like our parents. It's going to be another great discussion. Um,
Yes, I can't wait, yo. When I say I'm so excited for that day specifically,
mhm.
I'm so excited.
But that
That day it's gonna be fun. Just know that it's gonna be a
day.
lot more fun.
Hmm.
And it might
Um,
just be funny.
yeah. But yeah, we diving back into some things that our excuse me, that our
Yeah, but
parents used to
um
do.
to highlight another question I was thinking about.
Mm,
Um knowing we have to do what we have to do sometimes, and of course, doing what's best for us. I want
right.
you to give your scenario to what I'm dealing with right now that you aren't dealing with. Cause remember, I asked you, I texted you last night and I said, "Hey, you got a winter advisory?" You like, "Nah." I'm like, "Shit, it's snowing outside." And when I say it's snowing like it's Christmas.
I
And
wish
you
we
was
was
like,
getting.
"What? For real?" I'm like, "Yeah."
What
So
I'm dealing
in
with
this
on.
scenario, when you
Mm,
need to get somewhere or you plan on being somewhere that exact day and you wake up and just see snow outside, what do you do?
I'm irritated for one, especially if I know that I had plans to go do something,
Hmm.
and I see a bunch of snow on the ground. Well, that cancels my plans because nah, it's too much. Depending on how high the snow is off the ground, it depending on if I'm going to take my butt outside. Honestly, um, I know here's a win. It's a we here we don't have a winter advisory, but we have a wind advisory.
Oh,
And
okay.
having a wind advisory is just as bad as having a winter advisory. Why? Because the wind be so strong, and by you either sitting on your by you either having a medical device, whether it's a scooter, a power chair, or walker, that wind is pushing.
Yeah.
It is pushing.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, for me, when it comes to stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
I feel like I can't prepare because I really can't prepare. I just got to go with the flow with it because I don't know whether or not or how to maneuver in that type of weather sometimes. Because
Can I spill a little of my juice to give you a little bit of juice that I use myself?
sure, sure.
Because I love informing people like me or helping them out in
Mhm.
any way I can because I know our lifestyle. So
Right.
I'm gonna give you an example. I remember it was one exact day. This is like a couple years back, where of course my kid, like my daughter, she was like little. When I mean little, she was like
Hmm.
6, 7 type
Hmm.
around this time, and she had to get on the school in the morning. I mean,
Hmm.
the bus in the morning. I said school. She had to get on the bus, and the bus usually comes, oh, of course, by the driveway to pick her up. But not only that, I had to think about her walker. How can
Hmm.
she take her walker from the door to the bus in all this damn snow?
Right.
It ain't no way. So you know what I did? I went in my room. I put on my pants, my coat, my gloves, my hat, my scarf. Honey, I was out there shoveling my whole driveway. I said, "Huh? You think I'm playing? I'm not."
Yeah. Sometimes
I
we
think it was
gotta.
fun. Who was looking, and it was
Right.
so crazy, because like I think it was like 2 or 3 people that asked me, "Did I need help?" And I'm like, "Nah, I got it, I'm cool, I'm
Hmm.
cool." And I literally did that whole driveway on my own by myself, and I was definitely proud of myself because I know my intentions of doing it, and it got done.
Right. I
And
know sometimes, but
I was cool.
speaking of that, you know what irritates me a lot
What?
when I'm out and when I'm out and I gotta go either food shopping, clothes shopping. I'm using my chair, and the first thing somebody says is, "Yeah, do you need any help?" Sometimes I say yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say no, and that's only because it irritates me sometimes that you
Oh no,
ask me for help.
I got the hook of that. Um, in my mind, of course I'm independent. I don't need none of your help. You not saving me doing nothing.
That's how I
So
feel
in the
sometimes.
moment of if you're right there like standing by me, I'm about to give you the hardest problem. The shit I
Mm.
don't even need help with doing. I'm gonna have you do that. Some shit I don't even want to do or care for doing. I'm gonna have you do that. Because
Hmm.
if you really cared, you wouldn't have just asked me that. You would have just came and helped.
Right.
You
Um,
get me? If you really feel like you wanted to help, honestly.
but I feel
And
like
then
I guess
I feel like, in a way, we mentally gotta put people in their place.
yeah.
So
That
you
that
think
that.
I'm disabled and you think I'm handicapped? Oh, okay. I'm about to make you think I'm really handicapped.
Hmm. So let me ask you this question.
How many in there? I just took one. How many in there? Go ahead.
Do you think that people, when you ask us for help, you think they asking for, do you think they're asking to help us? Do you think that they're asking to help us out of pity?
Hold on.
Um, so so
Okay, I'm back now. Can you repeat your question?
so my question was, do you think that when people ask us for help, do you think that they ask to help us out of pity? Like they pity us because they look at us and think we can't do the things that we do.
Sometimes. No,
Mm,
I'm not gonna say all the time because I feel like some people genuinely do care. Like I've seen
mm,
and I've met people that actually really care.
okay.
But sometimes I feel like they just be testing you to see what you can and can't do.
But you know what else I don't like?
I don't know what they get out of that. I feel like they're
Since
sick, but yeah.
since we on the topic of making things work for us, um, I hate when the constant question comes up is, "Are you sure you don't need help? Are you sure? Are you positive?" I'm 100% positive. Sometimes I don't need that. I don't need you to keep asking me, "Do I need help?" Yes, I use a wheelchair. Yes, I get tired sometimes of being in my chair. Yes, I get tired of pushing the joystick on my chair to get me from point A to point B. I get tired. I do.
Can
That's
I give
me.
you one idea I gave somebody one day I was at Walmart? And
Sure.
I'm telling you, I was having the best day of my life. And that question specifically pissed me off. So
Okay.
what I did was I was already on my original chair. So what I did was I act handicapper shit. I sure
Mm,
did. I had to because it's like you just pissed me off. I was in a whole nother zone and you just had to come at me like that. I didn't get a
mhm.
hey, how you doing? What's your name? None of that. I gotta what? You sure you don't need help, huh? Matter of fact, you know what? I think my chair just stopped. But anyway, can you go by that front door and see if there's any chairs over there? I'm telling you, I would give them the most
Oh
complicated
man.
challenge just so they can feel that duh or that leave me the fuck alone. I sure enough
But
will.
my thing is, I don't think people
And
who
then right when they come with that car, I have them do some other shit. I need to get a juice out the juice out, some bread out the bread out, and some milk all the way in the back. I sure
mm.
no will. I'm petty. Don't irritate me. I like being happy,
I,
I don't
um,
need your fucked up attitude.
since we on that topic, do you feel as though that the people who say they understand this don't really understand what we go through?
Okay, I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more
Meaning,
specific.
okay.
Are we talking about regular people, as they say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they don't understand shit. They just talking.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give you another question. Do you think
Okay.
your own family, do you think your own family that you were born into,
And
your
excuse
si-
me
your
for
s-
one minute. Go ahead.
I mean your siblings, your cousins, all of them, do you think they can walk, or do you think they understand what we go through every day?
No, 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 hell no. Damn no. What other way can I say no? Fuck no. Fuck nah. Every type of no you can think of.
She tried to tell you, listen, y'all, she tried to sound no in all 37 different languages. If she could, she would. Um,
I sure would. I don't know, but yeah.
the reason why I say that, and this is how I feel sometimes, and the reason why I say that family don't, this goes against the thing that the topic of today, family and making it work. We do our best as being born into a family. Yes, we are disabled. We do our best as to making it work within our family. Um, some family has good intentions, some don't. Um, I do believe that when some family members have the good intentions, they mean well. But one question that came across my mind, that came across to me when it wasn't even a family member, it was actually a friend of mine who got hurt, ended up becoming disabled. And he looked at me and said to me, how do you do it 365 days out of the year, 7 days a week, every day? What is your drive? My drive is this. I have no other choice but to do it. I have no other choice but to get up. Sometimes I'm in pain and I still got to keep it moving. Um, what?
But then what
Mm-hmm.
else do they expect you to do? Like, come on now, we not about to we already get the petty party.
The
So
pity
why
party,
would
as we
we
call it.
yeah, like why would we give that? Like what?
Hmm. But
That's crazy.
I also feel like personally that when it comes to people actually understanding how what we go through, even when we got to make it work within our family, um, it's hard. It is
You
very
know what?
hard.
You know what perspective I give those that always try to compare or try to sound like they give all the cares in the world or try to act holier than thou when it comes to us.
But that's a whole nother topic too.
No, wait, wait, wait.
But
I'm just
I'm gonna
teaching
leave that alone. I'm not even gonna touch on
the
that. Go ahead. I'm
the
not even gonna touch on that one. Oh, Jesus, you
the
just
one
man.
thing that I extremely just can't take, and I shoot their way right when they hit me with that.
Hmm.
Hold on. How would you feel if you woke up and you couldn't see?
True.
How would you feel if you got hit by a car and you couldn't hear no more?
Mm.
Like, really hit them back with some real shit. Cause I mean, anything can happen, right?
Right. But also,
We
you know
not
what?
promised the next step. We not promised nothing.
No, we not. He was all right. But you know what else irritates me though, for real, for real? And speaking on not even just family making it work, but making it work altogether in the society and in this
Yeah,
world. And the one thing that I get tired of that is asked all the time, or they tell you, or this is what happens when you're out with a bunch of friends who actually use wheelchairs, use scooters, and use walkers. Oh, they finally let you out the nurse home, huh? Excuse me. Run that back again.
Hold on, what? Say it again. I didn't hear you.
Like when you with your friends, like say if we you out, your friends like, yeah, we're gonna go out have a drink. We're gonna go out go to a jazz club, have a couple drinks, have fun. And all of y'all are actually out having fun, y'all. Like, whichever wherever y'all supposed to meet, everybody's out. But here's the kicker: everybody's using either a power wheelchair, a walker, or a scooter. And some just uh ordinary person walk by, I'm like, oh, they let y'all out of the nursing home, and you turn and you look at the person and you get a person side eye, and you be wanting to say some other stuff. Like, but you gotta smile. And this is where it comes to making it work with people, but making it work with besides family and people in the society.
I
Is you gotta
know.
smile.
Pause. You just made me think of something. Remember that flight I was talking about the other day?
Yeah. Hmm.
Imagine all of us getting on that flight. As soon as we hear that random person saying whatever they saying, we all just turn our head, look at them, and start
Hmm.
laughing.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
telling you,
Oh,
that would be funny.
and they wonder, but then they wonder why you laughing. Like, I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing, because you just sound stupid as hell. That's why I'm laughing.
Literally,
You just sound stupid as
literally.
hell. Like they don't expect. See, here's the problem with society and making it work for us as the disabled people and the disabled community and the disabled culture. Here's the problem. There's not enough teachings in this world when it comes to disability.
Yeah,
You're
but,
not being you're not taught how to interact with people with disabilities. And at the end of the day, I understand why you're not taught because it goes back to some almost 30 years ago when we as disabled people, yes, we were locked in. Just like the slaves got locked away, we were locked away. We were locked
yeah,
away
they
in
didn't know
nursing
how to
homes.
deal with it.
We
They
were
was
locked
scared.
away. We were locked away in nursing homes. I mean, per se, I have friends that have been locked away in nursing homes. I was never put in a nursing home, but I had the chance to walk through a nursing home and see what happens in a demoralizing stature and state. Um, I know when I go do my protest with Philadelphia Adapt and National Adapt, we have a saying: I'd rather go to jail than die in a nursing home. And the reason why we use that moniker is because of this. We'll get better treatment in the jail cell than we would in a nursing home.
Yeah, ain't that
So
crazy? Ain't
and
that crazy?
that's the most craziest part. And I've dealt with people saying they're gonna put their family in a nursing home. Yeah, okay, to each his own. That is your choice. Yes, I understand that. If that's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. But people need to understand this. When you go in a nursing home, and this is really how it works, if you have any assets that you own, those assets go to get sold off to the nursing home. You can't
Oh,
get
for
those
real?
back. Yes.
Dang, I
If
didn't know
you,
that.
what people don't know, if you go in a nursing home and you can't pay for your family member to be in a nursing home, you know what you can, and you own your house, they'll tell you put your house up as collateral.
Oh,
And when you put your own home up for collateral, you can't get that back. Because as soon as you put it up for your family member to be there, they tell you to get out. They own it now.
water.
So even with that, being in a nursing home
I mean, not to
is
switch gears or anything, but remember the other day when we was talking about being a number?
yeah. Hmm.
Let me ask you something. Don't give me an answer, but just think about it.
Okay.
Do we act like when we get the whole ownership or make the payment where we get the title and this and that? Do we really own our home?
Mm.
Right. Okay, don't talk about it. We gonna keep talking about what we just talking about.
Ah. Okay.
You know?
But yeah, but yeah, when you put your family member in a nursing home and you don't have the money to pay, they put you put your home up. I'm gonna give you another scenario. As for us, is making it work out here in this As for
could come
us,
up with it.
making it work out here in this real world for people with disabilities in the disability culture. Do you know when they tell you you can have therapy, right? Do you know the insurance will only pay for 2 weeks of therapy?
That's crazy.
Even when it's the same. But guess what? It's the same way when you go into rehab after surgery. They only pay for 2 weeks for you to be there.
What
And
the
the
fuck?
only way, because this has
Why?
happened to me when I was younger, when I had to go in rehab, the
Is
only
it
way they can,
here?
the only way that they can make you that you are allowed to stay in either a rehab facility longer, the rehab doctor itself has to write a letter stating why you need more time in the rehab. Tell me if that's not crazy. That
That's wild. That's wild.
mhm. So it's a lot of things that us in the disabled community we don't know that we're still learning.
Yeah,
Um,
of course. And
it's
I ain't gonna
it's
lie, like at a young age, I had this vision, and I'm telling you, the vision never goes away. I remember like just seeing it in my head.
mhm,
Well, dang, it's so crazy how it's people like us. But being a kid and being as young as I was, it was like, dang, don't nobody really give a fuck about us.
mhm.
And then it's sad how these so-called aides are supposed to help us and have our back or assist us with this or that.
And
And
they
then, yeah,
don't.
I see on the news somebody got their house broken into, they got
Mhm.
their money stole.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. I've watched it happen. I've watched it. I've not watched it, but I've heard about it. Where AIDS, and we're gonna touch on the subject of we ain't gonna call them AIDS. We're gonna call them attendants. Attendants. You think sometimes that you have a good attendant, and all in all, an attendant can have their own personal agenda.
True.
Now not all attendants are bad. You do get those ones that genuinely care and genuinely love their job and
Yeah.
genuinely love to help you and do what they do and be there. Yes, you do have them. Yes, you do. Um, but you also have those attendants that have personal agendas. Oh, I'm this person. I'm that. I'm like this. Help you. I don't mind. But then when you get the job and you come on the job and you had that attendant for maybe, I'm gonna say 2 years, they start switching up on you, coming in late, doing their job only half ass, excuse my language. Um, only thing they start worrying about is the paycheck. Those are not good attendants. Those are the ones that just want the money and keep it moving. Um, so when the topic is how do we make things work, how do we adapt and make things work for us? As that topic say on this podcast tonight, we come up with any and everything to make it work for us the best way we know how. Whether we gotta struggle just a little bit, whether we have to sometimes we even got to lean on our sometimes we got to lean on a friend. Hey, listen, I got this going on. Can you do da 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 da? And that friend to say, you know what? I got you. We in the disabled community, we look out for each other. We have to. Because the moniker that we have is really it's just us. We all we got. We are all we got. And that's not that's a good thing, yeah, but it's a bad thing at the same time. Um, especially when
But hold on, red light. red light,
Go ahead.
because I was expecting you to mention the people that don't experience the support and the love that we have seen, and they're
Mm.
so
But
used to being pushed away, or they don't matter, or their opinion never
mhm.
matter, because it's them as well.
that
And we
that
gotta
yeah.
be open minded to learn how to deal with them folks too.
Hmm. But I mean, I've dealt with people like that too. Who though you got those people that come to work and don't know how to express themselves, get angry, get upset, and you looking at that person. They're supposed to care for you. They're supposed to be here. And they're supposed to come to work, take care of your daily needs and whatever your daily needs is, and still come. And you got some that yeah, they don't have the, I'm gonna say, the know-how to have compassion, have love, um, and have understanding. Because once again, you're right, they were never showed. And if you were never showed any of those things in life, you just gonna go around. You're gonna walk around. First of all, you're not gonna be able to adapt to anything. You're not. You're gonna have a hard time trying to figure things out. Um, when you have those hard times trying to figure things out, it makes it harder for you to do a job as an attendant. So that to me goes hand in hand. Um, Making it work when it comes to family sometimes can be hard too. Um,
Now, why do you say that?
because being disabled and being born into a family and you're disabled, there is no there's no playbook for us. Never has been. So some family give tough love, some family gives no love. Some
Mhm.
family members give the bare minimum of love. And you have to try to adapt and move around each one.
Mhm.
Um, some family gives so much love that they gotta hold on to you so tight
That's true.
because you're disabled. And you have to adapt to that. But the way you have to adapt to that is sometimes you gotta sit your family members down and say, hey, look, I have a disability, but I can do the things that you do. I have to do them differently. Um, that goes back to a discussion we had a couple weeks ago. The mask.
You didn't go
Fa-
into.
family members who have disabled family members put a mask on and try to be brave and be tough because they don't want to hurt our feelings. No, hurt my feelings.
Yeah, tell me the
Yeah,
truth. Don't lie.
don't. First of all, don't coddle me. That's one.
Yeah.
Second of all, don't baby me. That's two. Third of all, don't make me feel like I can't do A, B, C, and D. I'm already sitting here watching my family do things that I can't do, and I'm coping with that.
My
I'm
whole thing
adjusting to
is,
that, and I'm making it work for me.
my whole thing is, if you can't be real with me, we don't need to deal with each other at all.
Mm, that is
Cause
true
I'm
too.
not about to fake it, and I definitely don't want you to be trying to fake it.
Mhm. Um, Making it work within your own family. Ooh, family members sometimes don't see what we see because we see with a whole different vision than they do.
Yeah.
Um, when we visualize things in scenarios. We visualize things in situations. Um, They don't visualize like that. They visualize in the here and now. We visualize in every situation. What the heck am I going to do in this situation? What the heck am I going to do in that situation? If I get, prime example, we know a snowstorm is coming. We as disabled people know we have exactly 5 days before this snowstorm comes. Within those 5 days, we got 5 days to pack and stock up on what we need, go to the market if we have to, put food in the house, do this, do that. Within those 5 days. But when that fifth day roll around, your family is calling and saying, hey, you need me to go to A, B, C, and D? No, I've already done it. What? Yeah. Oh, why you didn't call me? Hmm. If I'd have called you, that mean I would have had to wait for you. If I would have called you, what would you tell them if you would have showed up? If I would have called you, I don't know what type of mood you'd have been in to help me or the attitude you'd had. So what we do as people who are disabled and we live in a disabled community and a disabled culture, we sometimes plan ahead.
Okay,
I'm like, oh,
I gotta step away real quick, but I'll be back.
okay. Um, so we adapt to a lot of stuff. Um, we also we learn how to maneuver different things in different ways. We never really sit in we never try to sit idle. We try to move. Um, we try to move to by making it work within our family. We try to move by making it work within ourselves. Um, we are resilient people, very resilient people. We move. Um, but making it work within your family is such a not a hard task, but it is one that has life lessons to it. Um, it's teachable moments to it. And you have to sit there sometimes and wonder, how can I teach my family how to adapt to me and work with my family when they're trying to do it their way, but I have to do it a different way. How do I get them to adapt to me to make it easier for me? I know sometimes doing stuff with family like, oh, we could do it this way. Um, no, we work on making things work for us in so many different ways. Shopping, going out. I know one thing, how we make things work for us and how we adapt to things. When it comes to going somewhere, especially if you use a scooter or a motorized wheelchair, and we can say, okay, we're gonna catch the bus. Bus takes hours to come. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say hours to come. Maybe 25, 45 minutes. You at that bus stop, you waiting, and you like, you know what? I'm tired of waiting. Turn your chair on. You look at how much battery juice you got. I know if I leave here now, I'll make it to where I gotta go. Now, question that we ask ourselves is when we get there, how much battery juice are we gonna have to get back? Um, once we get there, we check, oh, we got enough battery juice to get back. Okay, I still got enough time, still got enough juice in my chair to do what I need to do and to enjoy myself. So we as people, 'cause we are people, We find ways to adapt to so many different things, and we find ways to adjust to things, even when it comes to family. We adjust ourselves in so many different ways, in so many different areas and angles, and making it work within our family, even making it work within the outside of our family, is what I'm trying to say. Um, believe that we, this may be off topic a little bit, we know how to keep the wheels moving and adjusting to things in life. Even when it gets a little sticky and a little hard, we do know how to we adjust. It may take us a while to adjust, but we do. Um, we are first of all, we are resilient, we're impactful, we're unmovable, we are adventurous, we're exciting, um, we're go-getters, we're all these things that some people think we're not. So when it comes to things like that, we make it work. We always have. We always will. Um, that is what we do. We are who we are. Um, sometimes family members don't get it. Sometimes friends don't get it. Sometimes, to be honest with you, doctors don't even get it. But I can tell you one thing: we get it.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Okay,
What happens if the shoe is on the other foot?
elaborate for me a little bit more. When you say the shoes on the other foot,
You just hear how you just said we're so many different things,
well,
right?
we are. Hmm.
And yet we I feel like we have empathy for people that nobody out of this world does because we are much more understanding
Hmm.
or how I want to say or more open to different things.
Right.
And
That's
another
true.
way I can say. So
You
if
know.
the shoes are on the other foot in the same situation, dealing with family, because you were just talking about family.
Hmm.
Do you think the road will look exactly the same?
No.
No, why
Mm-mm.
you say that?
Because they wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't even know how to be able to handle it. For one. Um.
And you want to know my number one answer? Every time somebody either judge me, or I remember being a little girl and being called crippled. That used to piss me off.
Me too.
And and I ain't gonna lie, this used to be always my bag up to that statement.
Hmm.
Man, you couldn't walk a day in my shoes, so I wish you would.
Mm-mm. You got.
And
You
that
got.
ain't nothing but straight facts. You couldn't even sit like listen to this. I remember a couple years ago, I was thinking outside the box in my own little bubble.
Hmm.
And I had a friend, one of my close friends' cousins. I was gonna have him just spend a day with me. But this one just about to be spending no regular all day with me. Nah, honey, you want to be me for the day. Sit your butt in
Yeah.
this wheelchair.
Right.
We about
Yep.
to do everything that I do, and you can't get up at all.
Oh man.
You gotta sit in that chair. You can't
Hmm.
use nothing from the waist down. It's off limits.
Right.
It's off limits. You can't. You gotta be buckled in on the bus like I do. You gotta
Oh.
ride transportation like I do, whether I transfer or not. You gotta
Right.
carry around that car seat like I do while in the
Hmm.
chair. You gotta
Hmm.
have a carrier like I do while in the chair and do
Hmm.
everything just like Tia do.
They wouldn't be able to do it. They would not be
And
able to do it
I thought
because
that would have been the best challenge. Like, boy, I
it
thought
it is. That's why when
it
people
would
be like,
have
"Oh,
woke it would have woke him up so much. Like,
but this
damn,
is but
Tia,
this." Mhm.
I get it.
But this is why I say what I say to people. And the same thing you say to people, I say, you can't handle what I go through. You can't handle the subjection we get subjected to. You wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
handle the stares that we get coming off of an elevator or coming off the train or this and that.
Oh, honey, I know how to make it work for me, but I
Uh,
don't think you would be in the same spectrum of how to make it work for you if you was me.
mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
I know a prime example. I got a friend who got her leg amputated, I'd say just above the knee.
Okay.
Yeah. He got operation on it. It didn't go the way it was supposed to. They had to amputate it.
Okay.
So me and her talking, having a conversation, and matter of fact, no, she inboxed me. She said, "Yo, my life has drastically changed." I said, "Well, what do you mean?" She said, "The friends that I have, I don't have anymore." I said, "I told you." I said, "I'm not even going to tell you." So I said, "I told you we was going." I said, "I told you step by step what was going to happen if any part of your body got cut off." And it happened. She said, "I don't get treated the same no more. I get looked at different." I said, "These are
Literally.
all the things that you have to adjust to now. The
Yes.
stares,
And,
the looks, all of it. You have to adjust to it."
and you want to
And
know another thing that I very much dislike?
what?
I hate when somebody try to tell me my own story. Cause for so long as a teenager, I kept being this whole scenario of, oh, she got hit by a car. That's why she like that. No, honey, that's not what happened.
Right.
Or,
That happens all
oh,
the
this
time.
happened to her. That's why she like that. No, honey,
Mm,
that's
no.
not what happened.
Well, all way I know
If
all way over
you
here.
really want to know, nigga, I got like this through birth. I
But you
didn't
know,
have the good way and this way. I had it naturally this way, clean cut.
hmm but when but see, like I was goes back hand in hand. People will not be able to they can't hack it. They can't hack it. They can't handle it. They can't do none of it.
No, they
It's
were. They can't. They can't.
people wonder how we do this. This is something that we've been doing for years. So we figured it out along the way.
And then
We
you
had
know,
to.
I even dig a little deeper sometimes because like I be like noticing the lifestyle and the struggles we gotta go through. So
Mm,
I be thinking outside of my head like, okay, well Tia, if you can create this and you can do this and do that, maybe you can reach out to this person or that person that's in a wheelchair too that might want to utility
mm.
help you with this and that. Because believe
Right.
it or not, those people on them chairs that can't use their hands, they got some jewels. I know that for a fact.
Listen.
Those people that can't see and only use their hands, they got jewels. I know that for a fact.
I have a friend who can't use her hands, but she does things with her feet.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, you did that?" She was like, "Yep." I was like, "That's fire. That's fire. That's like the things that people would be like, like anyway." I got friends and I got family. Like my son's mom, she writes with her mouth. And the first time I actually seen her do it, I was cussing her out. I was like, "You didn't write that." She was like, "Yes, I did." I was like, "No, you didn't." So me and her went back and forth for about a good year or two about her writing until one day I sat down. I said, "Okay, since you said you didn't, since you said you wrote that, prove it to me." And you wrote it. I was like, "Oh," and the penmanship, the crazy part about it is the penmanship was so clean and crisp. You would think an able-bodied person wrote it, but they didn't. It
I
was
know
her.
it was her. Nothing could shock you. I'm telling you.
Um, One time, me and her, we went to go shopping for cell phones because we both needed a phone at the time.
Yeah.
And This is when we went to because we got T-Mobile down here. I don't know if y'all have over there, but we got T-Mobile down here, and we was at the stand getting the phone, got it activated and everything. So the guy said to me, he said,
You
you
not about
gonna
to play with no hold on, wait. Real life. You ain't about to play my little state like you feel me, we ain't
no,
that.
no, 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 no,
We
no.
fighting that
No, wait, wait, no, no, no.
nah.
Hold on, wait a minute, wait,
We
no, no,
not
no, no. Wait,
we
I'm
not
not. Hold on. Wait, pause for a minute. No, no, no. I'm not trying to. Let me clear it up because you're
yeah,
about to get,
clear that
you're
up
about,
real
you're about to,
quick.
you're about to,
Yeah.
you're about to come at me. When I said that,
Yeah.
when I said that, I said we have T-Mobile down here. I don't know if y'all have it down there. Reason why I said that is because different states have different cell phone companies. It may actually be the same cell phone company, but it's under a different type of name.
Yeah, we got that one though. Y'all
So
might be a little bigger than us,
wait, no, no,
honey.
no, no, no. I ain't trying to. I ain't trying.
Yeah.
First of all, I would never try to play your state. We not doing that. Cause that's the state
Nah,
that I grew up in.
we definitely ain't going state for state. They go deeper
No,
than deep. I ain't
no,
doing
no,
that.
no, no, we ain't gonna do that. No, 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 no. But
I was just picking with you.
I know, but the guy was like, ain't you gonna write for her? I was like, no, she could write herself. So I gave her her own pen and I put the paperwork to where she could actually write her own name. The dude that sold us the phone, his whole mouth dropped. He was like, yo, your penmanship is this and this. I was like, I said, I laughed. He was like, what's so funny? I said, because you assumed just because she couldn't write with her hand that she couldn't write at all. He's like,
Right.
I definitely did assume that, and you that just shut me completely up.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it'd be so crazy because it be the people that you don't expect can do the wildest of
Well, I'm just saying,
things.
yeah, yeah, That's why I said we as a
People just
we,
don't know. That's why, like, I ain't even gonna lie. The reason I'm taking this whole little journey of whatever the heck I'm doing right now, I'm
mhm,
doing this because I got a lot of faith in myself, and I told myself a long time ago, before
mhm.
I see a harder time than what's all bundled up in my head, I'm gonna try and try and try again. And
Oh
if
yeah,
that
we
ain't enough, I don't know what is.
we definitely are the type of people that will try and be resilient to figure it out. And people, just like with me, I fix wheelchairs. I started back when I was, oh God, when I was young. When I was real young. Started
Yeah.
back when I was young, and it evolved into something bigger for me. I'm very, very hands on, and I'm very, very good with my hands. So me fixing wheelchairs, and I make jokes about it because I've been like most of my friends before they even call the wheelchair company, they'll call me B. This is what's going on with my chair.
Okay.
What does it seem like to be wrong with it? Because they don't know, so they'll call me. Listen, tell me what's going on with the chair. And they'll tell me. I'll be like, well, it's the batteries. How you know? Um, well, my joystick on my chair is coming up with this code. What that mean? And I tell them what it mean. They're like, yo, you really be because at the end of the day, and what made me dive into fixing wheelchairs once again was because I got tired of my friends' chairs breaking.
Yeah.
It to me, I looked at fixing a wheelchair was as being a car mechanic. So
That's
it
all I'm saying. Shit, my shit fuck up. I'm coming to you. I ain't going to the scooter store no more. I'm coming to
so
visit you.
so
I'm
it
with you, superhero.
it touched on two things that I like to do. I like to build things, and
Yes.
I always wanted to take things apart and put things back together. So it fed
And I'm
that. It's for me. It fed that craving that I had.
gonna
Um,
that's it.
and it actually turned into something way bigger than way bigger than myself. Um, so to me, it fed the what word am I looking for? it fed my I'm gonna say my hunger for the experience that I was looking for. It checked off. Let me just say, it checked off the boxes for me. So when you say that us in the disabled community have gems that we drop, yeah, we got a bunch of them. Some you can see, some you can't, and that's the most amazingest thing about us is that we have those gems, and those gems do drop. They
And
drop.
then, hold on, wait. To say it in the most decent way,
Hmm.
instead of looking at us and judging us for what you got made up in your mind,
Hmm.
you ain't really gonna know until you take the time to get to know us genuinely.
You know what's you know that brings me to a point that one of my other friends said to me a long time ago, and I'm forever grateful for her giving me this outlook on it. She said, just like you said, to get to know somebody, spend time with them because you'll learn a lot about them. And that jewel that she dropped on me sticks with me till this day. It sticks with me till this day. So I am definitely forever grateful for her giving me that jewel. We mm, we are like us as disabled people for real, what people don't understand. We are like diamonds in the rough. But when I say we in the rough, we got so many unpolished parts of us that we have to sit around and polish ourselves just so that we can be who we need to be. Um,
I always thought sight for me was sight for me was something like a curse, but then
hmm
again, it was something I loved at the same time. And I
hmm
had to kind of figure out how to put it in like a different spectrum in a way.
hmm
Cause it was like, dang, everybody look at me, and they just see in my chair. They not even taking the another. You feel me? Look at me to even get to know me. That's you feel me? Kind of messed up.
Right.
So
Yeah.
with me feeling how I feel, of course, that's how I feel. Whatever, whatever.
hmm
So now that I'm older and I've understood and went through certain journeys, I look
Okay.
at I look at everybody like I don't precisely trust nobody.
Mm.
Me just watching your actions shows me
Mhm.
everything I need to know,
Okay.
and that's just how I work now. Because I don't know,
Sometimes,
it just hit me the wrong way when I was younger. So
no,
now,
no, 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 no. Hey, man.
usually, since you can look at me and just judge me right off the bat, now I'm looking at you and I'm realizing how you move and why
Mm-hmm.
you move that way. And
Mm.
even if I don't know or I can't fix it, maybe that's just not my cup of tea. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Mm. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, making it work with family has touched on tonight's episode has really touched on so many different aspects of us and
Yeah, it
family.
is. It is.
Um, Shout out to the co-host, well, my co-host. You know, he's the one that spearheaded this thing since day one. Shout out to her. Um,
Hold on, what did you say? They want what? Huh? I'm
I
lost.
said I said that you spearheaded this thing since day one. Shout out to you. You know,
Oh yeah, bravo, bravo. Nah,
yeah.
and I
Shout
ain't gonna
out to
lie,
me.
y'all. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. It was just a conversation, and I was like, you know what? What if we actually like went live or like did like this conversation thing
Yeah.
where we actually give people the conversations that we think about or we feel,
Mm-hmm.
just to have those people have something to relate to other than this perfect person that's gonna hurt them mentally.
Mm.
But now they looking at somebody that they know they ain't nothing like.
Right. But I'm gonna say
You
this:
know? Yeah,
you never know who, whether they're able-bodied or disabled or just like you. But
yeah,
more so, what people don't understand is the able-bodied people are so much like us. They think they different, and they're really not. They're just like us. We just move different. We just know how
yeah,
to do things different.
yeah.
So, in the
I
aspect
always
of,
say,
you always say what?
I always say, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, never judge a book by its cover. Never do,
Read
because
that story first.
mhm. So ladies and gentlemen, like I said, shout out to my co-host. Like I said, she spearheaded this thing since day one. She asked me to join. I'm here, and
Yeah, I
it's
don't know.
been
I just feel like, yo, I got tired of being on here by myself, talking to myself. That just ain't my
yeah.
cup of tea. That
But
made me feel like
it's
I'm crazy.
I'm gonna put it to you
I,
like this.
I had to get another gender, and I just felt like he was cool. But one day
Yeah,
we had a conversation, and he kept going on and on and on. I'm like, okay, he like to talk.
yeah. I be having some thoughts in my mind, and I be wondering about, and I jot some things down. You know, I'm not just a I don't just help friends with wheelchairs and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm also an athlete. Yes, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen that don't
that
know, I'm
too.
an athlete. Shout out to the Philadelphia Wheelchair Rough Riders.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah, yeah.
play.
Amen.
Shout out to them. Yes. I do big things outside of my life. At least I try to
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
Um,
other coordinates and abilities other than
yeah,
just this little
right.
wheelchair idea.
So when people say they can get work, I definitely know how to do that.
Of
Um,
course. Yeah.
but ladies and gentlemen, as I sit here on this,
Before he close y'all out, I want to leave everybody watching this, everybody that clicked on this video, everybody that heard us out this far. I want to ask you this one specific question. Cause I might think different and y'all might think different, but I love to
yeah,
hear opinions.
it's
Now,
our final thought moment, y'all. So I'm anxious to
and,
see what her I'm anxious to see what her final thought is.
and this world of life, or this bubble we sit in, or in this mental space that we're in all the time, do you like this whole version of perfect that everybody try to make themselves be or try to assemble themselves as?
Mm,
Yeah, we're not there. We all know that. Come on now.
mm,
But ain't it easier? Or I wouldn't even say easier. Isn't it a lot of more hope in having somebody you can relate to than having somebody that's perfect? And what I mean by that is, I'm just giving a scenario. Somebody asked me a question one day about a catheter. I never experienced that. I don't know nothing about that. Not my shit. But I said, you know what? What if I started talking about it? Because think about it. They could think, oh, I'm this way or I'm that way. Ain't nobody like me. Just believe it, baby girl or baby boy. Yes, it is. You just ain't met them yet.
mhm.
Always keep an eye open.
Hmm.
Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Because there's so many just like us. That's what I want to leave y'all with.
Mhm. And as you always say, if it ain't a me thing,
It's
or
a
if
weekend.
that's right, that's right, that is so right. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, you know, I'm gonna say this. I hope that y'all are literally taking in what we're saying. listening to what we're saying. I'm hoping that these podcasts and recordings that we're doing, that we're giving y'all some insight on different things and how to deal with stuff in life and being a disabled person. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will definitely see you next time. It may not be the same time, it may be a different time. Who knows?
No, look, I'm gonna go by what you told me two different times. It might be late at 8 or it might be well by 10, but we gonna be here.
I know that's right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.